Welcome to the Wormhole, where keeping it real is expected. There are a couple million podcasts you could be tuned into, but you chose to take this journey with us, and for that, we thank you. Without further ado, the Wormhole with Tim and Troy.
Man, what are you watching over there?
Oh man, I was just flipping channels, watching damn wedding crashes, man. But it's on regular TV, so they took all the cussing and shit out of here. It ain't that funny.
Yeah, shit. All the good parts.
Yeah, all the good parts gone, man. Yeah, shit, I got to hear shit fucking damn. I got to hear it. Shit, I feel like he cheating me.
I feel like you cheated me. I paid for nothing. Thanks for nothing.
Thanks for nothing. I mean, it was good, I guess. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was watching that damn Arkansas game. It was going pretty good, but shit, I got distracted watching that shit.
Man, Arkansas really is looking good, man. They looking like their old selves. I like that Jefferson. I like him as a quarterback too.
Yeah, it's about time, boy. We've been the goddamn shit stain of the conference long enough.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, dang. Shit, gotta get some.
Arkansas need to look into two quarterbacks. They need to look into two quarterbacks, and I like Dak. We talk about it all the time. I'm clearly not a Cowboys fan, but I have respect for them out of respect for you and my other homie.
Right.
But the Jefferson guy from Arkansas, and I can't think of the guy named from Florida, the quarterback from Florida, number 15.
Yeah, I can't think his name either.
Both of them, they nice. And like I say, I like Dak a lot, but it's something that he has a ceiling. He has his physical body has a ceiling. He can't do things that he needs to do in the NFL these days.
Yeah, we were talking about that because like, everything looks so damn mechanical. You know what I'm saying?
He looks real mechanical. He can't do things on 3rd and 5 and stay alive. And he can stay alive, but he just, it's hard to explain. I think we need to look into those guys. I think that'll change all around. But anyway, it's crazy that you were just talking about, what was you just talking about? Yeah, you like to hear shit fucking damn when you're talking about shit.
Right.
So I wanted to address something, and not address it in a negative way, but I want to address, we have a few comments, and they weren't bad at all. These people actually responded in a very mature and supportive way, and maybe address is the wrong word, but that's, for lack of better words, that's all I can think of.
All right.
So a few people said, I really love you guys' show, but I would love it more if it weren't so much cursing, or some people saying cursing at all, and I totally understand that. And what I would like to say to that is, I want to start off by saying I'm not a raunchy guy in my everyday life. I'm not a public cursor and a cursor around kids. I don't curse around my children. Every now and then curse words slip out. But this is not a show, and I don't know how to make that any more clear. What the people are hearing, this product is not a produced production. We're not sitting down writing, trying to figure out analytics and all of that. This is a phone conversation that we've been doing for 2 decades or so. And way back then, before podcasts was even hot, we was like, it would be cool as hell to put this shit on and just record our conversations. So what we're doing is recording our conversations. This is a conversation between Tim. This is a conversation between Troy. And we use shit, fuck, damn, pussy, hoes, and we say nigga a whole lot. So I guess what I'm saying is, this is raunchy time. This is raunchy time for people who like this raunchy shit. We're not trying to take over the whole world, and I do appreciate the people that would like to hear less cursing, but I would like to say that maybe it'll grow on you one day, or I do apologize in advance. Because this is raunchy time, and this is what you get. We're just really talking on the phone. When we have certain guests, we tone it down. But for the most part, it's going to be raunchy. And I apologize if we lose, listeners, but this is raunchy time. That's kind of what it is. All right. That's all I want to say about that.
Oh, this nigga done did a PSA in the middle of the goddamn show.
I'm just saying,
motherfucking cussing and shit.
I'm just saying.
It's all good, hell. I mean, I know people don't really like. I'm a big time cusser, but I mean, I know shit, it's pretty bad. Cause hell, I find myself cussing all the time. But sometimes it's I feel like you ain't listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Or you ain't taking me for real. I like when I'm at work sometime, and I'd be like, shit, man, you up a creek. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't know how else to put it to you, but I try not to. I do cuss around my kids, but there don't be no harsh words. Ain't fuck ain't coming and pussy it ain't coming and dick and shit like that. You go get some shit and hell and damn, cause hell, I'm asking them what the hell are you thinking?
Yeah.
Shit. God dang. Why would you do that shit? Like what sense did that make?
We all know graduations are right around the corner. Birthdays happen daily, as well as memorials. We also have school events, sporting events, and so much more. Custom shirts provide impeccable quality and design you can only receive here. There's a 5-shirt minimum and a 1 to 2 week turnaround time on all orders. Visit Aspen Glare on Facebook and at Aspen Glare on Instagram. That's ASPENGLARE.
Now, back to the wormhole with Tim and Troy.
Yeah. And see, you more of a public cursor than me. You're not like a big time bomb dropper in public, but you're more of you take your curse words past more boundaries than I do. I'm more of a reserved person. So it doesn't hurt, and I totally understand where they're coming from, and I wish we could accommodate them more. But like I said, if we were sitting down and we had writers, and I don't know if people understand, like these are really just phone conversations that we're recording and putting out for the public to hear.
Yeah.
We talk about the shit the way we talk about it, and that's how it goes.
Hey man, it's all good, brother. But we can move on from that shit.
I hope they stay as listeners, though. I really hope they stay.
Oh yeah, I mean, of course, man. I'll be like, it's safe to say every 5 seconds do earmuffs because it's coming.
It will be there.
It's gonna come. I could try my damnedest right now, but just like that, there you go. Just to not do it, it's gonna come out somehow. I mean, and people be talking about, I don't know why people cuss so much. Okay, you stump your goddamn toe when you get out of bed. I bet you say motherfucker, damn, or shit or something.
I mean,
you ain't gonna sit there and holler. You ain't gonna holler, cheese and rice that hurt. You ain't gonna say that shit.
But there are people like that. People practice sneezing a certain way and it make that sound. And some people, some people do. People work on certain things, Same way you learn how to curse, people learn how to put filler words into curse words that sound like curse words.
I'm gonna try that shit from now on. Instead of saying, God damn, I'm gonna say hot potato. Shit.
Well, why don't you go ahead? Won't you go ahead and go to Burger King and eat the Impossible Whopper too? Then stop eating meat.
Fuck it. Let's get out of here.
Do everything. Jump. Do everything the same way, but not real.
Right.
Yeah. Eat a plant-based steak or some shit,
Yeah. This is what's that? The motherfucking Impossible Burger, boy. I'm scared to eat that shit. I don't even know why it's so impossible. What'd you do to it?
I mean, why we ain't been making meat out of plants?
Out of plants. I mean, so you telling me, we got a whole bunch of people that still could have been alive because they don't know how to eat just one burger? I mean, I don't know. I said, I'm not eating that. You mess around there, be eating fucking people and shit. You don't know what's in this shit. Goddamn people. Yeah. Soylent Green. I don't know if you remember that movie where they had that shit called Soylent Green. Everybody liked to eat the shit. Come to find out it was made out of people. Hell.
Made out of goddamn people.
Yeah, they said it's people. Stop eating it. It's people. Because everybody was crazy about the shit. Yeah. I'm not eating no damn Impossible Burger. Shit, it's going to be impossible for me to eat it. Hell.
It's going to be impossible for me to go in the line and get it.
Yeah.
I think if, how I got that rodeo burger by mistake? I think if they gave me an Impossible Burger by mistake, I think I'll take it back.
Yeah, I'm going back on that one. Like I said, you fuck around and I asked for a Whopper Junior, you give me a rodeo burger. Hey, we in the same ballpark. I ain't tripping. We cool. You owe me shit. But I owe that rapper and that goddamn green meat in there. Oh, we got to talk. So I need to speak to the manager.
And it's okay. I'm gonna say, sir, it's okay. I'm sure no one tried to do this, but I would take lesser value for anything other than this Impossible Whopper.
It's Impossible Whopper, man. I just can't do it. I can't do it, man. I don't know what that shit is, man. So really you tell them I'm just eating a damn lettuce burger.
I mean, I'm just saying the chances people take, with things, but they won't take that same chance with you as a human being.
No, they won't. No, they won't. They see me coming down the road hollering hell no. Shit.
Hell no.
Hell, I ain't even got out the truck yet. They hollering hell no.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Can I get a chance? But you'll go down here and eat this goddamn boo-boo burger, don't know what shit in it. And then you gonna sit there and smile while you eat the shit. Hell, shit eating grin.
Like you got something I want.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here, man.
I don't want that
that's
shit.
funny, boy. Goddamn shit, man. But hey, man, do I want to talk, man? That shit you sent me, dog, about that newscaster, man. I want to talk about that shit.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
was it an actual video?
Oh yeah, I got the shit queued up, ready to it's about a 3 minute, but we're gonna just listen to a little snippet of it.
Yeah,
This is
I
him
want to hear. I
actually.
want to hear how it went down.
This is Mark Mester having his co-anchors back. Yeah, his co-anchor Lynette Romero. She got fired, and I'm gonna get the facts right in a minute. All right, let me go ahead and get this shit queued up. Let me see here. Nope, don't want to do that. All right, let's show that. Do the screen. Is that the sound too? Yeah, right there. Boom.
Apology to you. What the viewers experienced was rude.
Hold on.
It was cruel.
Hold on. I got the echo again.
Yeah. Because I was trying to find that shit. I said, man, it's got to be a video. I was reading it, but I was like, no, I want to see it, you know. I need to see like what really happened. If it really went down like that, that's crazy.
All right. Let me see. No, I don't want that. All right. What am I doing? Oh, I feel retarded right now. Just know it.
Hey, because I'm talking about you just dragging shit everywhere. God dang.
I don't know what I'm doing over here. I'm trying to figure it out.
Hell, at this point, fuck it.
And I'm trying to keep from calling Crystal here, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
How do you make a video play? Where's the play button? Shit. You talking about enter?
Boy, I feel like I'm in high school staring at that test again, boy, when you don't know shit.
Hey, you know what?
Ain't studied.
That's the most humbling goddamn feeling when they you bullshitted and was being cocky, didn't study. When they set that damn paper in front of you, boy, you just sit there, the eyes and mouth open, you gonna catch a goddamn fly. Your heart beating and shit. Yeah. Goddamn sweat out of just cold sweats.
Don't know what
you don't know shit. Man, I done seen a motherfucker do that shit, man. This motherfucker looked at that motherfucker so long, was like, ain't no shit. He just said, man, I don't even know why I'm bullshit.
Yeah.
He said shit. And he just got up and turned that bitch in. Fuck it. He took the 0. I was like, nigga, because it was an essay too. Oh man, because if you don't know an essay, you just don't fucking know. It ain't no, let me try A, B, or C. You either know or you don't.
That's over with.
Yeah, them essay tests, like, oh shit. It ain't no in between. Unless you're gonna sit up there if you just want to make it look good and start writing goddamn songs on that bitch. Just make it look good.
It's gonna be a nice looking F, is what it's gonna be.
It's gonna be a nice looking F, and here you might get 2, because when the teacher get to reading and say, this show sound like Johnny Gill. Like, what the fuck is this?
She gonna think you bullshitting her.
You bullshitting. Yeah, so matter of fact, smart ass, you got 2 L's.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, Tim, hold on.
It was inappropriate, and we are so sorry.
Okay, I'm trying to think. What am I doing? I need to just think for a second. I need to mute something so I can hear it out the computer and hear. Yep. See, I just gotta talk my way through that shit. So, bam, right there. Now let me see.
I also want to say sorry to Lynette Romero.
All right. So this is Mark Mester being fired for having his co-anchors back. Lynette Romero for getting fired over requesting some off days on the weekends to be with her family.
Here on Wednesday. So I want to start off right now by offering up an apology to you. What the viewers experienced was rude, it was cruel, it was inappropriate, and we are so sorry. I also want to say sorry to Lynette Romero, because Lynette, I love you so much. You literally are my best friend. You did not deserve what happened to you on Wednesday. Deb, can you please take the iPad really quickly so I can explain to everyone what exactly went down? So the truth of the matter is the woman in the center of your screen is our boss. Her name is Janine, and Janine is a terrific woman, and I want to explain why. All we can say about Lynette is that she has an opportunity, and she wanted to take that opportunity. And if someone wants to do that, my goodness, go take that opportunity, and that is exactly what Janine did. In the process of that, an announcement was made on Wednesday. Sam Rubin had to read it. It was unfortunate, and as we mentioned, it was inappropriate, and we are so sorry about that. Lynette deserved to say goodbye. It didn't happen. I don't know who wrote the script. I don't know who handed it to Sam Rubin. Regardless, this was a mistake. We owe you an apology, and we owe Lynette an apology. Now, we can't show this to you this morning, but Lynette, we do have a gift for you. It is flying over our station this morning. There are words. They're from an airplane, and there's a banner that's flying over Hollywood right now. And all we can say to you, Lynette Romero, this morning is that we love you, we miss you, and this is going to be the most difficult thing to move this show. I can't even speak right now. We can't even move the show forward without you. I don't know how we're going to do it, but here's.
All right. So this man got fired. He went off script when they fired her for, like I said, from what I read, the public knowledge that they got there for everybody to read, it was over her requesting off days to be with her family. After 20 some years, they said that they didn't have any slots available, nothing that they could do to grant her some off days on the weekend after 2 decades of service. I think that's crazy, bro.
That's wild. I don't. It can't. I mean, I understand it's the news. So you telling me if the woman, you got to be able. I mean, that just go to show you they never gave a damn about you, really. They like you gonna tell me, okay, well look, we can't give you every weekend, but how about every other weekend? Some shit like that. Like you can work with people, man.
How about try something? How about
try something?
How about just try?
Yeah, don't just tell me. Don't give me a hard no. Like what the fuck? No, try something. Work with. Like I said, work with me. You're like, well, shit. Okay, well, we'll go every second Saturday or whatever the hell, something like that. But don't just give somebody a hard no when they asking. So what would you much rather do? Ask or just go ahead and start calling in on your dog ass?
Calling in on your motherfucking ass since your machine need to be fed so motherfucking high and mighty. You know what? Let me see your motherfucking. But you know what? I can't say that because earlier when I was thinking about this before we got on the show, I was thinking it's so many people out there that is a corporate motherfucking machine. They're a corporate machine at work when they're the corporate machine. But then when it comes down to their family, I guarantee you the police is not going to tackle his cousin, his fucking brother or his mama the same way that he would tackle a stranger. And if you can't do that to me, you're not serving like you're supposed to serve. And if these people would fire this woman over some shit, it actually says 24 years. 24 years of drawing viewers to this really popular news show.
That's crazy.
Bro, some weekends to be with her family, and I bet you she went in there real professional and asked nicely. I can almost imagine she went in there so humble and asked nicely.
I mean, if you've been there 20 years, you think you have a good rapport with people the way, yes, you're going to be respectful and we can have a general conversation. And you're going to do me like that because I asked a question?
I bet what happened is, I bet she went in there nicely. They shitted on her like a corporation. And then she got upset. And at that point, I can understand how you would get upset.
Of course. Mm-hmm. Hell, it's probably going to be lawsuits out the wazoo.
Oh, absolutely. They say after his segment, people in the newsroom said they saw Mester ignore management's request to step into their office for a meeting. At one point, several staffers recalled Mester telling one of the news directors to shut up, and he said he refused to leave the building after being asked to do so. He was hot.
Man, I mean, it's going down in the office today, boy.
But that's the kind of shit I'm talking about, man. I like shit like that. Like, at some point, me and my wife kind of, going through some shit right now with some personal shit, not us against one another, but it's some shit going on that we're having to make a decision. Like, do you leave to go take care of something and just say, not fuck your job, but if you tell your job you need to go do something, they'll still treat it like no matter what it is. It's kind of like the Bible, all sins are the same sin, supposedly. To them, it don't matter what the fuck going on in your personal life. So you say you wake up every day and you live for your kids, you live for your wife, you live to do this. But at the same time, when some real big shit come up, how can something like a job or an off day or a possible firing hold you back from holding up to your word? To me, I hate that Mester got fired, but that motherfucker stood up for something. He fucking stood up for his motherfucking co-host for 24 years. That's a fucking true friend, bro.
For real. For real. He put it all on the line. But even though he got fired and shit, but somebody saw that took some real guts and what they like to call moxie. And hell, somebody give him a shot. And moxie, man. Somebody give him a shot. Be like, hey, man, I seen what you did. That's noble as hell. But shit, we might not be on, the big stages or something. But shit, you come over here and talk about these dishes at 3:00 in the morning. It's something.
Yeah. And he married. I bet you. I hope when he went home, his wife was like, hell yeah, baby, good shit.
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah, but now it's two sides of that coin. if we got a little savings and something to float us, because if we ride that bitch, we ain't nobody working but me and shit. She just said, what the fuck is you talking about that raunchy bitch fucks? Let her go. You know, she would have been went off on that motherfucker. Like, who gives a fuck? She didn't get no day off. Shit. But if y'all got money, you straight. She be like, that's what's up. We gonna bounce back. But if your ass ain't got that money in the bank, you can take all your damn bravery and shove it up your ass. Nigga. We need milk. Shit.
We need milk.
We need milk. And I'm not finna sit here and watch you because you want to have somebody back. Shit.
Goddamn nourishment, hell.
Yeah. So it could go two ways. I hope it went the other way. I hope it was like, good shit, babe. You know, we'll figure something out. We straight. You know, I hope it was that way, because if it wasn't, boy, shit, it's gonna be some smoke in the city.
You know, and I don't mean be reckless, because, you know, some people fuck their family off because they reckless. They got gambling problems, or they get so sloppy drunk they just can't keep their check in their pocket, or with drugs, or whatever the case is. But the way I view marriage is, you don't want to put your spouse out to the point where you intentionally do something, or you do some bullshit. Like, I done went place a goddamn bet on a goddamn parlay and took all our goddamn life savings on some bullshit.
Right.
But to me, on some shit like what he did, and I know that would be put his family in a fucked up situation, because it's gonna feel good at first, but after a couple of months, it's gonna be like, yeah, why the fuck did you do that shit?
Right.
But man, I think that a marriage is supposed to be on some shit like that's supposed to be supported. We can build back from this. What if we fall? Like, what if you fall in a marriage? Everybody always talk about money. Like, me, you, and Fleet had a conversation the other day where we was talking about preachers, and if they bless the house, should they charge money, or should preachers get paid, period? My uncle came on the show, is a preacher. We went and heard him preach last Sunday. So I'm all for people being compensated, but in some positions, they require some rules to meet that are outside of the human way. I don't think if Jesus himself was here and he was not considered a giver of the word, like a preacher of some sort?
Yeah.
He never had a scheduled paycheck for him when he arrived somewhere for his services.
Man, because that money shit, that's modern stuff, man. Because really, you know, salvation is free. You know, you can get it from anywhere, you know, but you know, when it come into that's man right there, when you know you're getting paid a couple $1,000s to do this, a couple $1,000s to do that. You know, I think we talked about this before on the show. You know, when I was coming up, my preachers had jobs. You know what I'm saying? The church didn't pay them. They did that out of love. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, you got cats, you know, that's their sole income, and they live better than everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a straight cash operation. We put asses in the seat, and we get our money. That's what we do.
That's it.
It really ain't no different than the damn stadium.
I'm just saying, it's a concert.
Stadium.
It's a concert.
Like a concert. It really is. You pretty much, you're paying, you're coming in, you're sitting down, and then you're paying, you know, but then they try to wrap it up like, oh, when you give this money, you know, when you put your money in the tithes and offering, you know, you're giving to God. I don't think they should say that stuff. No, you really supposed to be helping the church stay alive. You know?
That's what I think. It should be more of a straightforward approach. Like, this is what we're doing. It's almost like teaching your kids what bills are, so they understand what a budget is. They don't know what a budget means if you don't show them what you're actually doing with the money coming in and what you're allocating this to and all that shit. So I think it should be that. But on the flip side, I will say, although I'm not a believer in the whole religious thing, I think church is necessary. I think church is very much so necessary. I think the people that attend the good churches that actually take the tithes and offerings, and as Jesus would do, these days everybody needs a W-2. Like, you can't even live somewhere unless you can provide proof of fucking. Right. You can't enroll in school. Your kid can't go to school unless you got a proof of fucking address. Like, what if I just wanted to be homeless and tried to make it and get my kid in fucking class? I couldn't do it because I'm homeless.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you right about that, bro. Man, I don't know, but that's why I just don't get. I think they should have a more straightforward approach, because that's exactly what it is. Because I really, truly believe if they really had a straightforward approach and be like, okay, so, you know, y'all need to put this money here because, you know, we got to give Pastor his $1,500 on Sunday. You know, people like, what? You know what I'm saying? Just put it to him straight, man.
Yeah.
What you giving this man? Like, you know,
that's true.
So don't sit there and ask for people 10% and then you don't even know where it's going. But let them folks know what you're doing with their money. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be taking care of the church and church upkeep, you know, insurance and shit like that. They also need to tell them, okay, and they okay, well, shit, if we getting, you know, $5,000 a Sunday, why are we still kind of behind on this? Because, hey, you're paying pastor X amount of dollars. Like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying?
And on the flip side of me saying that preachers should not expect money or be on a payroll, because this is a position in your life where it's not something that you should be going into looking for income, because that's not the way of it.
Right, because it's called, this is what they like to say, I had a calling to preach. Why would somebody call you to pay you?
So I think that tithes and offerings are important, because the Bible somewhere, I'm sure I've seen it at one point in my life, where the 10% tithes and offerings. I don't know if the 10% is in there.
It is, but they made it monetary. That's not what it means. 10%.
Yeah, I know.
That's gonna be 10% of your time. That's 10% of what you're helping people.
If you cut grass, if you cut hair, if you do that in the church.
There's 10% of that. Man made it to where we want 10% of your bringing. That man did that.
I would like to take a brief pause in the show to highlight my uncle. He preached a couple Sundays back. My wife, my 2 daughters, Tim and myself was in attendance. I have elected to take 4 minutes of the sermon to share with you all. The service took place at 465 West Cypress Street in Bastrop, Louisiana, at Magnolia Baptist Church. This is my uncle, Pastor Terry Newsom Sr.
I don't know how I come across this, but it was something about the state of Michigan. And what it was saying was that the highway department years ago, Department of Transportation and Development years ago, suggested that there will not be any straight roads. Or let me back that up. Let me say, there should not be any completely straight roads. You know, like going from here to one road and just one straight shot. No curves, no twists, no nothing, just straight to one road. But they decided that it wasn't feasible for the roads to be just completely straight. What they come up with was for roads to have a straight way and then a beam. Then it straightens out again, then a curve. Then it straightens out again, and there's an incline. And it straightens out again, and then there's a decline. Now, what they are suggesting is, if the road were completely straight, you wouldn't be paying attention. You wouldn't be focused on the road. You would be multitasking, trying to do, well, we do that anyway, but we'd be multitasking, trying to do everything we can while we're under the wheel if the road was just straight. Amen? So, let me tell you, this is what God said. He didn't intend for your life to be straight. What God intended was for every straight piece, there's a beam. And after it straightens out again, there's a curve. And then it gets straight again, and then there's an incline. After it straightens out again, then you find yourself on a decline. In other words, my brothers and sisters, if you didn't have these things, you wouldn't stay focused on God. You wouldn't see no reason, amen, to have a relationship with Him. You wouldn't see any need to come to church. You wouldn't see any need to pray every now and then. You wouldn't see any need to pay the tithe. Hello, somebody. You wouldn't see any need to even have that personal relationship with God, because your life is so straight.
That's good. That's good.
Here we are, wondering why is it that He does that? I don't know why exactly God does what He does. I just know He knows what He's doing. Amen. He knows what He's doing. My brothers and sisters, we all need a personal relationship with God. Every one of us up in here, need a personal relationship with God. Now, it's one thing for mama and daddy to tell you about God. I'm glad my mom and daddy did. It's one thing for Pastor Smith to stand behind this sacred desk on Sunday mornings and tell you about God. But it's a whole nother thing. You see, they can tell you about God because they've been through some stuff. Mom and Daddy went through some stuff. Pastor went through some stuff. And now he can tell you about God because God brought it back.
Now, back to the wormhole with Tim and Troy. So if it is modern, and I get it, I do believe that the pastor that provides this salvation, this feeling of salvation to you every Sunday, because I've seen my uncle prepare for church. He actually takes notes like he in school, right, making sure that he gets everything correct to bring to them. When he feel it, he just go in there and he get locked away, and he come out of there with this. And that's just how it happens. Just he don't know how it happens. He just will be feeling it, and bam, he gone.
He gone.
He right.
That's the way it goes. Yeah, my grandmother same way when she preached. She would just go lock herself in a room and write.
Just gone.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I don't believe in the whole pump and circumstance of it. I don't believe in all of it in depth, but I do believe something is happening to whomever believes in it. You know, I don't think I can get voodoo because I don't fucking believe in voodoo any fucking way. If I go sit in the voodoo chair and he tell me some bullshit, I'm like, man, I'm finna go to this. Okay, whatever, man. You know, I don't care about this shit. So I think all that said, I think that they deserve to be paid, but I wish it would go back to like you don't go to become a college professor to become rich. You don't go to Grambling to become a college professor to be rich. You go because you enjoy being a college professor. Yeah. You go there because you enjoy it. That's not the place to go to become a rich person. So,
and that's what we are now, though.
And that's what we are. So I think that it's fucking watered down. I think that's what makes it bullshit in my opinion.
It makes it bullshit. Yeah, and I'm with you 100% on that. Yeah, because you don't. That's why I was talking about like how much you paying these men to do this, men or women, whoever they are, to do this. Like, dude, who becomes a preacher? You supposed to be preaching the word because it's the Lord called you to preach to preach His word. He ain't called to tell you to do it and make sure you get X amount of dollars every Sunday. You know, I know they didn't want to say, well, we got to pay the man for his time. It ain't the fact that you paying it for his time. He came to y'all like, hey, I have something the Lord put on me. I want to tell you. Like, I mean, it is right to pay people for their time, but if they really want to do it, do you have to pay them? Right? It's like doing a favor for a friend.
Exactly.
You know, if you say, hey, man, when you and Monroe, man, swing by here, man, and help me get this computer desk out this garage. Bet. I ain't gonna get through doing it. All right, bro, that'll be about $30. Like, no, man, that's my nigga. Come on, man.
Like, that's what I'm saying. The world has made the world as sticky and nasty as they have made it. But they still want to push the purity concept in your face. Like what are you saying? I know that you made this about money because it's not like you created religion and there wasn't already this quote unquote real human that walked the earth and showed you how preachers are supposed to act. It's not like you did not have that blueprint. We got multiple movies. We have nothing where Jesus is asking for anything. People just love the way he made them feel so much they offered up their services.
There you go.
Your flock should offer up their services. And I guess back to my point, you know, my uncle does house blessings. He does all of that. But the way he operates has to be of the world because that's the only way people understand. But the way he is as a person, the way I grew up with him, he would prefer people to just understand, like, if I came over here, I'm going to do this. And if I leave with nothing, I'm fine. You must have needed it. But people should understand at the same time. That's why I tip so many people. It may not be a lot, but I tip almost every type of service that I run across. Even people that don't traditionally get tips, I tip them because I just feel like you didn't have to do whatever you did. But that's just me.
Okay.
Nobody else thinks like that. Everybody needs to see the pay slip, the receipt, the time slip, and all that shit. I think that's what dirties everything up. It takes religion out of religion to me.
Right, because you're supposed to be like giving money. You're supposed to be giving out your heart. You know, it's because what you feel to give. You know, but now it's to the point now if you don't give, you know, it's frowned upon, and you know you might not have to give. It's frowned upon. You know, you got some people that kick out some real cash up in them churches. I ain't mad at them. That's what's up. Because you know, you're helping out. That's real dope. But don't make those who can't do that feel less than. You know, that's not right. Because even though you kicking out all this cash every Sunday, but shit, you ain't went and seen Sister Johnson yet, and she been in the hospital 3 months. You know what I'm saying? But this
I ain't
motherfucker
seen him in 3
who ain't
months.
got but $2 or $3 to give you, hell, he up there running errands, going to check a mailbox, doing that
Wiping
kind of
the
shit.
flows and shit.
He doing stuff for us. So who in my when it come down to talking about being religious and a Christian, who's the bigger Christian now? You know, because I mean, you can't sit there and say, yeah, they sit up there, they don't even really give nothing in church either. But I'm like, but shit, every time you see him, he over there doing shit for other members that can't do shit. So just because you kicking out $300-$400 a Sunday, but this motherfucker is doing some real work over here.
But then real work is it depends on what ears those words real work go upon. Because shit, like I'm not a money guy, but I tell you what, if you fucking call me for anything, nigga, whatever you need to do, I'm gonna probably take it more serious than you. I'm gonna be super on time, and if you need me, I'm gonna be there.
I already know, nigga. I done seen people ask you to do something, nigga. You show up and you are taking this shit way too goddamn serious. Like, nigga, with just a couch, man. Nigga,
hey,
you
get
trying
it done.
Shit, like you done broke out a goddamn screwdriver. I think we can take it apart so it won't get scratched up. Man, I don't give a fuck about this couch, man.
Yeah,
shit, let's get it out of here.
Let's get a big for old comfort and put over it so we ain't got to scratch up shit.
No, man. Shit, I just appreciate you coming through. I ain't worried about it. If it gets scratched, that's my fault. Hell, I shouldn't have bought that little ass couch for this little ass dope.
Right. Mm-hmm. But man, I'm just people don't appreciate what you have because it's not about what you have. People need what they want and what they need because our wants have become our needs. Our wants have taken over so much of our lives that they are needs now.
I can totally agree with that because wants and needs, them motherfuckers you talking about switch roles, nigga. That shit is just, I seen some shit, I see it all the time. Like, motherfuckers will sit there and do some shit and come in, like, and I see them buy shit, like big ticket items. But then you look at them, they up in here, the baby ain't got on no shoes, and the baby walking. You know what I'm saying? You don't come in here and spend $200 or $300 on some bullshit, and the baby nose snotty, because I seen it. I just seen it the other day. Goddamn pockets inside out. Looked like he had the socks on all week because they were just as modelly as they wanted to be at the bottom. And hell, he just running around the store and shit. You coming there and hell, you looking crazy too, and then you wants to drop, man, over $1,000. I'm like, man, where the kids' shoes at? Like, what are you doing? And I can see you holding the boy. That boy walking around like a grown man.
Walking around like a grown man with his diaper sagging. And I want you to tell the people, we're not gonna tell nobody where you seeing this shit at where you at and all, none of that. But I want you to let them know that this is not, we talking, but this is real shit.
It's real. I see it.
This is real shit that you see out your fucking eyes every day.
Out of my eyes, bro. I sit there and see it and I just be shaking my head. Like, what are you doing? What is this? And then I'm like, well, I know it's something else you need to be doing with this bread. I know it is. Hell, I'm looking at one thing now. And if it's one, goddamn, it's like a roach. You see one, it's two. Shit. That's it.
God damn.
The baby ain't got on no shoes. The socks is just filthy. And shit, and oh hell, I shudder to think what that house looked like.
Oh Lord, have mercy! Don't talk about it.
Yeah, I don't want no water out of there. Give me the hydrant.
What I do? Give me the hydrant. I'm outside.
Shit. I'm outside. Fuck it, I let it run. It'll cool off.
I clean houses. I've been in all kinds of them. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's bad. So I just don't know, man. But that's what we are, man. Them wants and needs and switch reverses, man. The motherfuckers go out there and spend some shit on just some shit they want versus like you really need to do some shit around here, like need to do that shit. But you like, fuck it. I'm gonna keep putting that out so I can go over here and get these shoes or get this goddamn outfit or some shit like that. Cause I got to kill them this weekend when I put this shit on.
Gotta kill them this weekend.
Gotta kill them this weekend when I put this shit on. But then, okay, you kill their ass, but then when you come back in the house, you got damn lights off. Now here you are again trying to make arrangements. See, now that don't make no sense.
You know what's crazy though? Are you really killing everybody? Because everybody killing everybody, right? So everybody that stepped out there and got their best shit on that weekend. Nobody's going to acknowledge that yours looks like you took 85% of your income to pay for. Nobody's going to acknowledge it like you feel like it's supposed to be acknowledged.
You never gonna get the satisfaction that you're looking for.
You never gonna get it.
You never gonna get. You can get that shit up.
Because
only thing
now
you need to do is just be presentable in public and call it a day.
Yeah. Now you're in a position now where not only are you competing against people, you're competing against social media and people. You're not competing against the people that you see in person. You're competing against their social media following. So you can never look good because now when you get on social media, only these little people on this side of town seeing you, but now it's millions. It ain't like, oh man, I went home and such. They looking at 100,000 people right now, and you're not even on their radar. They look at their phone. They're not even looking at you.
Man, that's just.
So who are you killing?
It's a waste of time. I mean, and really, and especially these days and times, the way we dress and shit, that's a waste of time. Like, why would you go spend $1,000 on some fucking jeans? They look just like some jeans I got to swap meet. What the fuck? I mean, what are you doing? It's the same shit.
And it's not going to be hot next year. It's not going to be hot in 6 months.
That concludes this episode of the Wormhole. Join us next time to see what shit goes in the hole and comes out the other side gold.